Okay, so I was talking to this dude that was 10 years older than me, and we used to talk on the phone a lot. And one day I called him and he didn't answer, and the voicemail was, "Thank you for calling the Text Now subscriber." And I was like, what grown man in his mid-30s is using Text Now to communicate with me? Is he married? Am I a secret, or am I a secret and he's married? Like, which one is it? So I asked, and he's like, well, I just don't feel like it's necessary to pay for a phone bill when I have this app, and all I have to do is be connected to Wi-Fi and blah, 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 right? I don't make any judgments because I've used Text Now before because my mom's crazy and she, blocked a few people from my phone. So I just use Text Now to contact them, The next red flag, we go and hang out. Now we've planned this days in advance. One, I have to go and pick him up because his sister apparently has his Audi. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go pick you up. Where do you live? Oh, come and pick me up from my friend. So I'm not only don't you have your car, but I'm picking you up from a friend's, and I'm picking you up from a friend's, okay? Me! So anyways, I go and pick him up and I'm like, I'm hungry. Like, we should go and eat. Oh, I didn't bring my wallet. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to Chick-fil-A. So I get to the Chick-fil-A line. I order my meal and he's like, oh, and may I have a peach milkshake, ma'am? And I was like, oh, I thought you forgot your wallet. And he was like, oh, please. Please. This is not McDonald's. This is Chick-fil-A, okay? Their milkshakes are not cheap, okay? They are on the level of Starbucks at that point. I mean, stuff is like $5, okay? Like, I'm already annoyed that you came and you didn't bring your wallet. Like, who goes out somewhere without a wallet? Like, you don't have no documentation or form of payment. Like, who, like, it doesn't make sense. So the next red flag is when we went to the mall together. And guess what, y'all? Yes, he forgot his wallet. But I'm not fazed because I know I got money to get me something to eat, okay? I'm not stressing. So as we're walking around, he's like, oh, I love Gucci. I love the Gucci store. That's my store, blah, blah, blah. Nothing touches this body but Gucci. And I'm like, dude, you make $14.50. I have never seen this Audi car. You live with your sister and her 2 kids, and you don't ever have your wallet, and you refuse to pay a phone bill because you don't feel like it's necessary. I digress. Next red flag, he calls me from a random number that so happens to be this is his new phone. I said, oh, okay, you finally got a phone bill. Oh, no, my homegirl's paying for it. What? Let's continue. So one day I asked him if he wanted to go to this thing with me, and his response was, yes, as long as you pay for my haircut, which is about $65 or so. I said, what? He was like, yeah, anytime a girl wants me to go somewhere, I make them pay for my haircut. Sir, you got the wrong chick, okay? I am not a sugar mama.
So summer 2019, end of summer, actually more towards the fall. Anyway, I break up with an ex from years ago. Not my current situation. Very volatile breakup. He like slammed me on the back of an electrical box and like fucked up my back. I couldn't even stand at work because he knew that I was leaving, and he was getting like more and more angry and volatile and whatever. It was just really, really toxic. We broke up. We remained friends, but I was like, yeah, this is really not healthy. I don't know if it cut off, but yeah, I just said it wasn't healthy. So I started seeing other people, right? And honestly, I was really reserved about seeing other people at first. But then he was trying really hard to get back with me and was like, I'll give you my passwords. I'll give you my passwords. And I was like, okay. So he gives me the password to his Facebook, not knowing that that's also attached to Instagram. So of course, I looked at Instagram. Y'all, he was having conversations with this girl who I'm not going to name her. It's not important. I'm not naming anybody, and I don't have no beef with her. But he was like, they were linking up, laying in the same bed. The bed I bought that mattress and I left it at his house and bought a new bed for my new apartment that I moved into. And he was like laying all up in the bed and was like, fuck that bitch. I hate her. I would never get back with that. Like, I really hate that. There's nothing in me that would ever take her back. I slid him the screenshots, and after that he kind of left me alone. So I was like, okay. Of course he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, I was just angry because I thought we was going to be back by now and blah blah blah. Child, started seeing other people because at this point, hell no. So one day I'm bleaching my hair because that's what one does when she breaks up with someone, and my shoopy dump is over. I come and I sit on the edge of the bed. I had on like a dirty t-shirt and like some boy shorts because I was bleaching my hair and then when I up my clothes, I literally just moved to my apartment. I was 18 years old. Like, baby, I didn't have money. I didn't have clothes. Shoopy dump takes out his phone and he was like, Destiny. And I looked up and I was like, oh, and I cheesed because he was like taking a video or a picture or whatever. Unbeknownst to me, he sends this to the group chat, but this is not the worst part. After a while, me and the ex ended up kind of talking again and seeing if maybe we could go towards a relationship. But I really didn't speak on anything that I did when I was single because I feel like it really wasn't any of their business, especially when they were doing them and were trying to lie to me about it. Why would I tell you? And the kicker, why the was one of the people that was in the group chat in jail, right? He gets out and reads every single message that he has missed in that group chat. Maybe someone told him to look for something in the group chat and he just scrolled up a whole bunch of times, but he ended up seeing the picture of me and Shumpadoomp after me and dude from back the way had already, you know, kind of gotten back together, cool or whatever. But not only was he cool with Shumpadoomp, he was cool with man from down the way. And like I said, people never thought we would ever break up. So they thought that I was still his girlfriend the entire time. And they're like, hey, I seen your girlfriend in the group chat. So the man got out of jail. He read all the messages and he go, yo, seen your girl in this group chat. So at the time, I was consoling my friend. She was on my couch and we're sitting there and we're talking. I had my phone literally, ironically, now that I look back on it, turned upside down. That it was on do not disturb. Oh my God, do not disturb. And I'm just sitting there talking with her. My friend's phone, although, is like, it's not on do not disturb. So her friend calls her and is like, oh my God, is Destiny okay? And she's like, she flips the camera to me and she's like, yeah, she's perfectly fine. She's right here. And I'm like, hey, boo. Because I knew the girl. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? She's like, oh, I'm just trying to make sure. Like, did she not see everything that's going on Facebook right now? And I was like, no. But I'd never get into it with anybody. Wasn't sleeping with nobody, man. Wasn't cheating. I just didn't understand how there would be anything going on Facebook that has something to do with moi. She hangs up the phone. I literally pick up my phone to just look at Facebook. I can't even put my code in because there's a crashing noise and bangs at my door. He's at my front door. The ex, not Shumpadoomp, the ex. Didn't know it was him. I don't remember if he texted me or not. Like, I didn't even get to get in my phone. Shows up at my door with his homie. And like they broke my window. They were throwing rocks at my window, but I guess I didn't hear them. I don't know why. Maybe it was because my door was closed and we were in the living room. But like I didn't hear them and my window was broken. And I lived on the second floor of my apartment. So he was throwing those rocks up really fucking high, might I add. And really hard for them little pebbles in the front of the apartment complex to break my window from all the way down there. But I whatever. So because no one ever comes to my house, like I'm not the type of person who gets afraid to like, I don't ask who it is. I just open the door and kind of peek my head because it was a secluded area. Not too many people even knew those apartments even existed. So I wasn't scared like someone was going to break in my house and like kill me. So someone is ferociously knocking at my door and I didn't think that it was him because she didn't say that it was him that was acting up on Facebook and I hadn't been able to check my phone. I just hear like, shh. And I'm like, okay, y'all, I couldn't even open the door all the way. He literally pushes me onto my stairs and like has his phone and he's like, and it's the picture from that day. Oh my God, they ran my name in the dirt so hard on Facebook. They're like, oh my God, they were the dream couple. They were so cute. That's why you can't trust your girl. These girls out here really be fool for real, breaking niggas' hearts. This is why niggas is the way they is. Even though the whole time this man had like definitely serially cheated on me, was like violent and abusive towards me during our relationship. And one of the final straws was literally due to violence. I remember distinctly, I was crying. I had went live trying to defend myself. And one girl commented because I stopped crying because I got angry because people were like talking about me and I saw it. Like, oh my God, she's not crying anymore. She's speaking it. I knew that bitch was a liar. You'll find out who don't like you off of social media for real.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how this man completely lost his mind. So me and my homegirl decided to go to the club one night. And so we get there, mind you, right before we got there, the club had got shut up, but we didn't know. So we get there and there's a lot of people outside and there's this this guy comes up to our car. She's driving, I'm in a passenger. So he comes up on my side and he's like laughing and joking with us, very funny. Mind you, we don't know him, but whatever, we just started talking to him. And he's like, I'm like, oh, since the club just got shot up or whatever, where's the like next party? Like, where's the after party at the next club or whatever? And he's like, oh, we're about to have an after party at our house. You should come over. I'm like, oh no, not gonna happen. So his friend comes up to the car and is like, oh, I got more money than anybody out here. I drive a Maserati, like saying all this stuff. Nigga, I don't give a like, I don't know you. You're not even cute. I'm not about to chill with a nigga that's not cute. Anyways, so I'm like, oh no, I don't know you. I'm not gonna come hang out with you. That's not like something I do or whatever. And he pulls out a gun on me.